Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
Jacob.
So guys, been a minute.
Yep. Yeah, I was just about to say it's been a while.
I was
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
I was looking at, like, I pulled up today to figure out what episode we were recording, and it said like 2 weeks. What the last post, I was like, damn, has it really been that long? Shit has flown by.
Yeah, I was gonna say these days are going by super fast lately.
Bro, I feel like time is going by so fast lately. It's so weird.
Work will start Monday, and I'm like dreading it, and then like next thing I know, I'm like, dude, what the hell is it's Thursday already?
Yeah, my
And then
days
it's
blend
Sunday and you're
together.
like, fuck, work starts tomorrow again? God damn it.
Like, dude, that weekend was nothing.
It's just an endless cycle.
Yeah, dude, it's
Really
what
is.
life is, and then you die.
Really is true.
you're on cruise control.
Gotta figure out how to
until it
scrape the
stops
joy
working.
out of it.
Yeah, basically.
What does Notorious say? Life's a bitch and then you die. Or is that Tupac? Did I just mix them up?
I don't know, actually.
I think that is Tupac.
Is it?
I said it like Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had me in. Yeah, I say Tupac. It's my best guess.
I never really listened to Tupac's music.
Oh, it's Nas.
Oh, that was a curveball.
Damn.
As
This
you
is
can
awkward. Hey, hip hop community, don't torch me. This isn't even gonna
Yeah.
make it. This isn't gonna make it to the actual thing. All right, I'm editing this out. This part's not going in.
Is my mic loud enough? It's all right. Volume.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid.
Sounds good. What about mine? How's
Yeah,
mine?
it sounds good.
Check.
I have to
One, two,
I have to
test,
change mine
test.
around. Yeah. Everyone sounds good though, I think.
Uno, dos, tres.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
14. Mm.
I'm just picturing that Spanish song that's like. I don't even know how the beat goes, dude.
That's every Mexican song.
I was gonna say it. Don't
All
they
right,
all sound like that?
I probably named like half of them, dude, but
There's
There's like-
one.
there's one
there's
specifically I'm thinking about right now, and it's
La Chona.
that's probably what it
It's
is.
probably La Chona. It's the one that Hamloons would always play on his stream, and it has like that crazy like siren sound throughout the whole thing. And you're like, what the fuck is that? I've also realized that I need to clean up my language. I swear a lot when I speak to people.
Like in person?
I think I just in general like
Like you don't have a filter?
I tend to just use curse words as like a way to gather my thoughts. So like I'll say like fuck, and then I'll use that time that I say fuck to figure out what I'm gonna say next. It's very quick.
You're like
It's
Gary
very
Vee,
quick.
dude.
Yeah, even like when I'm at the gym though and I'm doing stuff with people, I won't even think about it. I'm just like good shit or something like that.
Yeah. It's weird though, because like I feel like I curse a lot too, and you don't realize how much you curse until you're like talking to someone where you have to like watch what you're saying, and then you're like about to say something like, wait. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. I don't know why it is. I've never really cursed. Oh, I guess I have always kind of cursed a lot, but I've always been able to like keep it separated from when I interact with other people. And as I've gotten older, I think I've just cared less. So I'll just be like swear, and then I'll say part of my language and see if they kind of like react to it a certain way. If they don't, then I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm good to not.
You just
tone it
gotta
down.
just dive in heavy, bro, head first, be like, fucking cunt, and then see if they say anything. Part of my language.
Damn.
Like, are you mad, mister? Are you angry?
You're
I
mad at
always
your
thought it
dad,
was
not
weird
me.
that like people get offended by language when it's literally just a sound.
I was just
Comes out of your mouth.
talking to Chelsea's grandpa about that today. I was like, we were talking about all of the stuff that's been going on, and I was like, it's so crazy to me that we just ignore all of these things that actually matter And we are more concerned with like someone just offending you. Like you would rather go out of your way to make sure that those individuals don't see the light of day than to actually tackle problems, which is just insane to me. Crazy.
Can we get an example?
Like, yeah, like the point of the whole like dilemma, or
just in general,
it's
just
worded?
like, wait, did I just say all that and you guys don't understand what I'm talking about?
Or is it more like the way you say, or like the topic itself?
No, I'm saying just like, just as a whole, people are like, let's just take the like the border. Let's just take that as an example, right? Like there's a huge problem with migrants coming over and it being like uncontrolled, and we have politicians battling each other on certain policies, yada yada yada. That's like an actual problem that affects people that nobody's willing to solve. But like, if somebody says something that offends you, everything comes down to eliminate that one person just because they said something that somebody disagrees with. Like that's our focus is on more on that than on actual problems, is what I mean.
Yeah. It's
But they
because
pay
I think
too
it's
much.
because like the actual problem of like the border in this case, it's not like directly affecting you in that moment, you know. But when someone
Yeah.
offends you, that's like instant.
But here's the other thing, and I was thinking about this the other night. Why do we just like need to assume that everybody else like operates the same way? Like we actually have people that live in the same states as each other, but have completely different lives. Like if you took somebody who farms and you took somebody who lives in a city, like those are two completely different lifestyles, and those are all within states. And the fact that like you have, it's just like this weird like culture battle where it's like, why are we putting those two things together? Like policies should be built for people who farm because they need certain things in place to make their ecosystem and their, you know, their day-to-days easier. And then people in the city, like people in the city are, they might not have even seen a farm animal, but they're getting pissed off because somebody who actually like works on a farm says something that's offensive. They don't know any better. That's the life that they live. Like, why should we expect you all to just have those same point of views? Does that make any sense?
It's true. It's easier to just generalize, put everyone together.
But that's the craziest thing to me is we generalize, but we're one of the most diverse countries in the world. How are we going to generalize with diversity? Those are two completely different concepts.
Hey man, he's black, I'm black. We're all the same.
Hey, welcome back to Uninformed. Good news. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it.
You're not gonna
Welcome
drop
back
the
to
good news?
Uninformed. What's up?
You don't want to jinx it or what?
Where's Eduardo?
No, I was going to say, welcome back to Uninformed, the realest podcast, one with the most potential, and one day is going to overtake all of you guys. So just wait for it. You know, we took some time off. Bad news is we're going to have to make up ground and get reacquainted to this podcasting thing. Good news is we were never really that good at it. So
yeah, so you can't really tell. It's kind of the same. It's like we were never gone.
Pretty much like we were never gone. All right. So we need you to pick up right where you left off and not hit that subscribe button.
Or hit it either way.
Psychology.
Either way, it's fine.
Oh, Jake, it's reverse
Either way.
psychology, bro.
Oh yeah, forget
You
that.
you won't
Either
hit
way.
that subscribe button. You won't hit that like button.
You won't hit the bell to turn on post notifications.
You won't. Yeah. People still hit the bell. Hit the bell too. Ding ding.
Yeah, dude. We need the notifications to go off. Like, oh, it's the people that don't know what the fuck they're saying. Click here.
Right. Exactly what Jake said. And then as you can see, we've gotten rid of one of our members. Unfortunately, Eddie, he is well, he's a little too uninformed. We can't have people that are too uninformed, only a little bit uninformed.
You're fired. Duh. Bro, I don't know why I was just thinking about this because I was looking at the names in the corner. Did you guys see that clip of the guy in like the court office and he had his name set to like buttfucker 3000?
No.
And the
On,
judge
a
is
Zoom
like,
call?
yeah, and the judge is like, called him out, bro. And he's like, you come into my court with the name buttfucker 3000.
No way.
And the
For
guy
real?
just like acting, he's like acting stupid, bro. Like he didn't know that he set his own name as that. Shit's pretty funny.
I'd be like,
Wait, was it a
yeah,
guy that
I
was
need-
like being sentenced?
No, it was just I'm not really sure who he was in the court. I don't know. I didn't look that far into it.
That's weird. That's like you're just asking to not have
It's
things
like he
go
didn't
your way at all.
he didn't know that the name was gonna show up on the corner or something.
I'm just
Oh,
curious what that guy was like. What was this guy in on for him to turn his name as that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what other
that's
video
a really-
calls are you doing that you would need to use that username or display name, whatever you want to call it?
He's
It's
just hopping
Saturdays
in a Zoom call,
Saturdays
hanging
for the
out with
boys.
homies.
Yeah.
Probably, dude. It's probably like some kind of draft or something, huh? Some virtual draft.
Buttfucker 3000. That's his name.
He's like,
you think
guys,
you think
I
that
need
gay
a
guys playing fantasy football?
Hucky Chucky football. I don't know. Could be.
That's a poll that we should take. How many gay guys play fantasy football? We'll do that. Hey, if you follow us on Instagram and you're gay, let us know if you watch fantasy football or if you play fantasy
you
football.
watch fantasy.
I feel like they probably get down to some fantasy football. They're like, ooh, I want to pick him. Nice. Speaking of fantasy football, you guys want to hear the terrible story about my experience this last weekend that had me extremely triggered? Or
Let's hear
no
it.
one cares about it.
Well, I think I know, but let's hear it.
Oh, you already know
let's hear
about
it.
So
Tell the people.
let's just set
Paint a
the
picture.
scene here. Okay. Head to head, starting week, me feeling extremely confident with my picks. Couple of wide receivers out, got to make some lineup changes. I'm not too happy about it, but still feel confident. We get through the first Sunday, all right? Head to head, nice matchup. I'm down 8 points, 8.6 points. I have one player to go, my quarterback. They usually average 20 points a game. All right, it's Jared Allen. You think this guy's going to come out on Monday night, prime time, light up the show, torch him for, this guy comes out and gets 7 points. I lost by point something. I was winning. He did so bad that he got me negative points and brought me down. My opponent had nobody playing. Nobody playing. I was in the lead.
Are you gonna bench him or what?
I have one quarterback, bro.
Oh,
You draft one quarterback. I mean, I drafted one quarterback. I got last in the league last year, and I'm the one running it.
yikes! Yeah, it sounds like you're just continuing the saga.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, man. I'll be honest with you.
It's
I don't
one
even
game.
know why
It's
I
one game.
explained
He'll
it.
bounce back next week, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a quick call, dude.
Yeah,
Give him a little
call him up,
motivational
bro.
speech.
Better send him this clip.
Like, Josh, you don't play well. You get benched.
Did I say Jared Allen? I think I called him Jared Allen.
You might have Josh Allen for anyone
Josh
that
Allen.
heard Jared.
I don't even care. Dude, Jared Allen, Josh Allen, who gives a shit? Jared Allen played freaking lineman, and he could have went out and performed better than you, Josh. Get it right, man. You lost to the Jets after they lost Aaron Rodgers. 4 plays into the game.
Bro, that's all I was seeing online was a bunch of Aaron Rodgers memes.
That's gotta be
You
the
see-
craziest turnout for a first game, dude. In
It
that
was
new
like-
uniform.
Bro, the funniest one I saw is like Aaron Rodgers highlights of the 2023 season, and it's literally him running out
With the flag.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
and that was it, bro. It's like, fuck, that's so funny.
That's pretty
Do He's out for season, right?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Yikes.
I was wondering if
Was it torn Achilles?
Yeah, torn Achilles. Out for the season. I don't
That
know
would
if
hurt.
he. Do you think he comes back
No.
at all?
Oh,
Retires?
maybe next year.
He's pretty old, isn't he?
He's 39.
I think he posted something on Instagram, no? Saying something about like, kind of gonna come back stronger than ever type vibes.
It's like the typical age for retirement for football players. Just depend on the position, or
Yeah, I'm
I think
guessing
it depends
so.
on position. Quarterbacks usually play a little bit longer. I just don't know. I feel like the Achilles is so. It's like it.
Crucial.
Do
you're on
most
your
of the people
feet the
that
whole
tear their
game.
Achilles come back and perform well? Like I'm trying to think of someone. Was that Adrian Peterson that had the Achilles? Eddie would know this.
Yeah, where's our football guru at, dude?
He's
Hey,
probably
there he
watching.
is.
He's
What
probably
in the
watching the game
world?
right now.
What kind
He
of
heard-
timing was that?
he
dude?
heard us talking about him.
I'm over here like, where's our football guru? And then he's like,
Huh.
where's
Let's
his
look.
WWE intro?
Cloud of smoke.
Let's get as many clips as we can. Where's Eddie at? We need him to talk about football.
What?
Oh my gosh, Eddie. You made it just in time. We were just talking about you. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, you're like, bro, man, Brad Pitt and freaking Zac Efron, those motherfuckers are so good looking. Oh, Eddie, how you doing?
What? They are good
Oh.
looking. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, I
I
thought
can admit that.
you guys were my fault. I completely misunderstood. I just misinterpreted.
We're talking about football, dude. You bring it
You
back.
didn't-
Chris.
Hey, for all the people out there listening, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable with your sexuality. You can, if you're a man, you can admit that another man is good looking. All right, it's better as long as you not be sucking his dick while you say it. All right. No, just kidding.
We
Sorry,
don't
Eddie.
I don't think you could say that while you were sucking
I think
his
that's
dick.
impossible. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you got a point. There's a flaw in my statement.
Speaking of sucking dick, why can't I see not see Jake?
Right here.
Can't see you,
Ho.
John
He's
Cena.
here. All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Uninformed. We're back from our long break. Is this the second time you're hearing the intro? Yes, it is. And why is that? Because Eddie's back. He's not actually fired.
It's not
He was
deja
just late.
vu. This is just take two.
Exactly. Because remember,
Man.
we forgot how to podcast. So we're remembering how to podcast.
Jake's
Eddie.
hitting him with the rhymes.
Glad you could join us today. Now,
All the
I know we don't
times.
have much time with you, so we'll get right into the interview. What are your thoughts on the Aaron Rodgers injury?
Oh, dude, I feel bad for my guy. I'm gonna be honest, man. That Jets team was looking good. High expectation. They just cannot catch a break, bro. You remember? You know what it is? If you remember on Little Nicky when freaking Dan Marino's talking to Little Nicky's dad, and he's like, "Just let me win one Super Bowl,"
Yeah.
you know? And he's like, "You're way too nice of a guy." And he's just like, "I'll win myself an enemy or an Emmy." And then he's like, the devil's like, "I also happen to be a Jets fan."
Yeah.
Maybe this is God punishing him.
You think he bounces back stronger than ever, or what's your thoughts? You think he's
Dude,
not him?
He's 40 years old, my guy.
See, that's what we were just talking about. I don't think he can, like, how do you recover from that in, like, a very, like, brutal game, brutal sport?
Yeah, man. Also,
At that
that
age.
Jets turf, like that turf in New York is notorious for blown out knees and Achilles heel. And
Why
Achilles
is
tendon.
that? Is it
Yeah,
just
that's weird.
because of the ability to get good traction on it? Like your cleats can't fully sink into it, so you're slipping.
Well, all the players think it's artificial. All the
It is
artificial turf.
artificial.
Well, yeah, they're all saying that that's why. And I'm just saying, man, like I know they're players and they're not doctors, but still, these guys are professionals, right? And if they're saying it makes a difference, then there has to be a difference. I don't care what the studies say.
Has a different texture.
They're professional
Yeah.
football players. They're not professional grass steppers, Eddie.
But man, they've been doing this their whole life, my guy.
I'm just
They've been
kidding.
Professional
playing-
grass steppers, bro.
If you think
I'm
about
just
it, they
making
are.
shit up.
They've been playing and practicing. They play on grass more than anybody else.
Do they play on artificial turf?
Apparently not, because everyone beats getting hurt. And if
So
they're
then
saying
how would they know if they don't do it?
I'm just saying, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying, though, that I think they make a good point.
Interesting.
Because if they're saying it's the grass, they might be right.
Hey, anybody out there who's an artificial turf expert, step in the comments and let us know why that is. Because I don't know. There probably is something to it, though.
Maybe it's like what they put underneath it. Because they have to like put something underneath it, right? Or do they just fucking throw that shit on top of the grass?
They just roll it out.
It's just on top of concrete. I don't know. There's no way. There's got to be something to it. I saw something like the NFLPA was asking that all of the stadiums replace their artificial turf with actual grass.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I really think that they're. I'm just saying, these guys have to. If they really feel that strongly about it, I think they're probably right, right? I mean, I don't know. It sounds ridiculous, but these guys are pros, and if they're saying it makes a difference, then I'm gonna go with the pros.
Gotcha.
Always trust the pros.
You heard it here first, people. Eddie says, trust the pros. Now,
That should
what
be our
do
new
now?
slogan.
Next question for you, Eddie. In your opinion, where do you see the Jets finishing the season off?
Oh no, man, that defense looked ridiculous.
Yeah, defense is.
I mean,
Do you think
they
that they
were-
make a play for a quarterback, or they just rock
No.
with Wilson? What do you do? I don't think you can.
I don't think they make a play. I don't think they should, because also, they just gave a second to Green Bay, right? It
Dude,
would have been a first if you'd
They
have played
gave
5% of the snaps.
they gave the Green Bay Packers a first round pick, second round pick, sixth round pick, and a conditional 2024 second round pick, which would have been a first round pick if he played 65% of the snaps.
Yeah, so
Not even that, but all of the primetime games that they scheduled on this season, wasn't it like 6?
It kind of sucks too, because I've
Damn,
never seen
dude.
I've seen
Can you imagine.
I've seen a Patty Cakes Tom Brady matchup. Seen 2 of them. I've never seen an Aaron Rodgers Patty Cakes matchup,
You're not gonna see it because Patty Cakes isn't going anywhere this year, bro. Actually,
Yeah.
sorry. I gotta get back into my reporter phase. I can't be talking to you like that. Interesting take, Eddie. So you don't see them you don't see them performing well this season.
I think they could. I think Zach Wilson will be better than what he was last year.
All
I
right.
can see that team winning 10 games.
Interesting. Eddie seems to think that Zach Wilson can lead a team to victory.
I mean, hey man, I think he could be good enough.
I don't know.
Good enough to what?
Have you ever heard? Has there ever been a quarterback that's won a title that's been good enough?
Trent Dilfer?
Oh God, yeah, you're right. That was a good call.
Wait,
Mitch?
what's his last name?
Dilfer.
No, it's not.
Jimmy Garoppolo took the Niners to 1.
He took him to 1. Yeah, his name's Dilfer. Wait, you don't
Damn.
like that name?
That's crazy, bro.
Does he do that on the dime segment still, or what's the deal?
Bacher. I don't know. I haven't
there's been
watched
a-
like Sports Center or anything like that in a minute.
Bro, you used to watch that religiously.
I used to watch it on loops. I'd have like the stats and stuff memorized. And now it's Eddie's weird ass is only talking about football all the time. Getting his Bleacher Report accounts banned because he's arguing with people on there all the time.
I mean, yeah.
They
I've had
wanted
at
the
least
smoke or
4.
what?
Huh?
Eddie's out here
They
getting
wanted the
banned.
smoke or what?
Dude, just people make stupid ass comments like all the time, and then I just call them casuals and virgins, and they get all pissed off and report me.
From their point of view, they're like, honey, can you believe this guy? Special ed.
You really think they're virgins, Eddie?
I mean, nah, bro. I'm just talking shit. I'm just being a troll. But they say stupid shit, bro, and I'm just like, I have little tolerance for stupidity, you know?
You think there's anything wrong with virgins? I think we probably need like a virgin to lead the country.
No, bro, virgin.
I think virgins have superpowers, bro.
Yeah, they're just like
Probably,
eagles.
right? I feel like they probably have like the ultimate like ability to like be disciplined when they're
Channel their energy.
fronted with like tempting like temptation. Like they're gonna avoid it. So we need one of those people to lead the country.
I mean,
Because they
I'm
avoid
gonna just step
temptation.
aside. And I'm gonna do this
They
one.
only do what's right.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the temptation. I think it's not all bad.
What's a temptation that's good for you, Eddie? In your opinion?
Food, bro. I've been really good with my fasting. Like, don't eat that. You don't need to eat that.
That's
No
not a
sugar.
temptation. That's you avoiding the temptation.
What's
Fuck
a
that, bro.
temptation that's
What are you
good for
talking
you?
about, bro?
Yeah,
what's-
no.
like,
You're
what's the
you're saying a
temptation you
temptation that
can-
you're avoiding, but like what's
Yeah.
one
That you
that you can go into that's good
yeah,
for you?
you accepting this temptation.
Like, what if it's like, ooh, I'm tempted to try that, and then if you did do it, it's good.
Oh, shoot, man. I feel like at that point we're just taking
Eating
a chance,
ass.
right? Life. Yeah. I mean, I ain't too
What-
tempted, bro. I just do it.
Is it possible to get some type of like
My immunity's strong.
There's no negative
Back-
side effects, bro.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Only positive side effects.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Eat ass
So-
or your grass.
I've never had a bad experience doing it.
All right, we're not trying to hear this.
Anyways,
I'm not
Still,
trying
back to
anyways.
the actual question.
I forgot what the actual question was.
Is there any temptation?
Robert's
that
getting
you
all
could-
flustered.
A good temptation.
Is there such thing as
Getting
good temptation?
flustered. Nah, bro, because
feel
the
like-
crazy thing is like I can't talk about my sexual experiences because I've been with one person for like y'all knew who it is. You could tell me because nobody knows who you've been with.
Facts.
You know? Like if I tell you my stories, you're just gonna immediately look at the person that's next to me and be like, oh, that it was with them. So then it's weird. You know?
I don't really think much of it, bro. I think a lot of people have different experiences, and I don't know. Think about how many times I come to you guys and tell you stupid shit all day.
I don't think you.
24/7.
I don't think you
bro.
tell. I don't think you
365.
give us like the greasy details. I don't know if I've ever really asked you the greasy details.
Well, I don't
I
kiss
think
and
we
tell.
just assume.
I think I just
Yeah.
assumed that you're doing the right thing in there. That you're being a dog. Like I would expect that my friend's in there trying his best to at least put the Mac down.
Trying his best.
At least, yeah, like at least exuding the effort. That's all I'm asking for. You don't have to be,
Sounds like you're going in for an interview. Like, just do your best.
I'm not asking you to be Johnny Sins out here. I'm just asking you to know. Be
you
Kirk
ever-
from She's Out of My League, man. Let's go.
You ever
Be
watch
like
that
Kirk.
video on YouTube where like this student was just talking about like, I want to be like this man. He's a doctor, and it's Johnny Sins, and he's like, he's also an astronaut. And it's Johnny Sins. And he's like, he also delivers pizzas, and it's Johnny Sins. He's like, this man is an American hero.
Those videos, dude. And then Johnny Sins posted a video of freaking like when Ninja came out with his Adidas shoes. Johnny Sins posted something that said like sex only with the Ninja shoes on. Like, what the hell? How does Johnny Sins even know about Ninja?
Dude, Ninja must be like, he's probably pretty big, right? I mean,
He had to deal with Adidas.
I mean, he was on like that New Year, or it was like some show, right? The New Year's show, New Year's Eve like performance. He was
Oh,
like
like,
doing,
before
he was like
dropping the ball.
flossing.
No one wasn't doing it in the crowd.
Yeah.
He was on The Masked Singer. Like he
Was
was.
he?
Yeah.
I feel like only like nobodies are on that show, right?
T-Pain won it. You calling T-Pain a no? T-Pain's a legend.
Come on, that guy will buy you a drink. What's up?
That Mofk is like actually really good at singing.
T-Pain, yo, shout out T-Pain.
I love you, TP.
Probably the greatest one of the greatest Twitch clips of all time was T-Pain doing his intro freestyle. That shit was
He's
lit.
He does go in on that, yeah.
he's pretty dope. You know who's like probably like some of the best freestylists though? Like I think I've ever heard was Pinche what's his name? Lil
Dylon.
Dicky, bro.
Lil Dicky.
Mm-hmm.
Dylon.
Top 5 rappers: Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because he
That's
spits
it.
hot fire.
Because I spit hot fire.
Yeah, it's.
You think Lil Dicky's the GOAT?
I mean, I don't. When's the last time you heard of a freestyle that was that good?
Like super blew up. Tory
Just-
Lanez.
It was
Yeah,
super
Tory
good,
Lanez.
bro.
His freestyles, they just have like that certain flow to them.
Mhm.
They just sound good. bro.
But are we going to give them credit because they're not actually like complete freestyles? They're partially written.
They're like partially pre-written.
How about we give a shout out to what's the dude that I talked about the other day? Harry
feel
Mack.
like all rappers have like pre-written lines, bro, that they go to. You know.
Yeah, probably. I was having a conversation with someone that if you are a rapper, you've probably over time you've written certain bars and you've like scratched them, and then when you do a freestyle, you're like, I'm gonna just spit like. It doesn't have to be, top tier because it's not going on an album, but it's kind of witty, and you just have those like kind of collected in your head. You probably just spitting off stuff that you've already regurgitated so much back over time.
I mean, yeah, but how? Like, even if they write that shit down, like, how honest are they going to be? Like, really?
What do you mean? No one's questioning their honesty. No one's questioning if they're like, it's art, man. That's why people are out here saying that they can.
I mean, you
Sure.
still have to like match it to the beat that different beats that people give you. So
And even if you
Yeah.
did it, you still had to write it. You still had to come up with it, right? So
I'm not saying that it's not skill, like not a skill to it. I'm just saying there are people who will actually like freestyle, like Juice World it's just off the top, as opposed to like having like some of those freestyles that you see are like a lot of them are written. They just are good at putting them to the beat.
there was a Kendrick Lamar one that was pretty good when he was like the guy was just giving him flashcards with different words.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
is
could do
Juice
that.
World like really dead or
Huh?
yeah, is he really dead? Because I feel like he still be making music.
No, they just had a ton of music.
Because he died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he overdosed
R.I.P. Juice.
because his plane was getting busted, bro.
That's
I don't
that's
know,
kind
man.
of a crazy story.
I feel like I always see or hear music from that guy, and I'm thinking like this guy's still around, bro. No shot.
It's because the way he makes music, bro. If you watch interviews and like producers, there's an interview with Benny Blanco, and he talked about when he was working with Juice WRLD, and he said he wouldn't write anything. He would come in, he'd go into the booth, he would record that song, play the beat again, and record a different version, and then he would say, pick which one you like. And
So he would essentially make 2 songs.
he would do it like 3 or 4 times. He'd say you do like 3 or 4 different versions of a song on the same beat and have them pick. And he said he would do it in like an hour.
Kind of crazy.
And they were some of
Dude,
his
that'd be
biggest
nuts.
songs.
That'd be crazy.
Watching videos of him are kind of strange though, because like you can see just how kind of like lost he looks. Just so like just not like you could tell that he was struggling with stuff.
Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy to think about, man. Like there's a big like opioid, problem and also fentanyl and like there's so many people who are just on something now, right? And it's kind of scary to think about, bro, cuz it doesn't take a lot. Addiction's real. It's hard. It's tough.
Well, that, and you don't know, like nowadays you always got to worry about like the the ingredients and stuff in it, how they're like compounded together. Like I feel like you're just nowadays you just have drug dealers who are just cutting shit up together and selling it, and
Fentanyl,
there's
man.
just
Like baking a cake with no ingredients or without any steps, dude. You're just putting it together,
pretty
hoping
much,
for the best.
That won't kill you.
yeah. I don't.
I mean, it could. If someone would put some stupid shit in it.
I mean, the only way I could see it killing you is unless you were freaking, gluten-free, celiac disease, and you fucking eat it. Because you
You're
put,
What if you're diabetic?
Yeah, what if you're diabetic or allergic to something and someone put something in it that you're not supposed to
yeah,
eat?
but you're not overdosing. You're already you already
It's
have a
regular
deficiency
dosing.
to that.
You're just regular
But
dose.
why
'Cause
are why are we comparing someone eating a cake to
I don't know,
drugs?
dude.
Because
It's-
Jake is terrible at
Because
comparison.
they both make you feel good.
Yeah, dude.
Because Jake's terrible
what's
at
up,
analogies.
Mason.
We realize that Jake's only here for the kid content. Like, bro, what is up with you? You legit just went to like another kid analogy. Like,
What?
for the kids listening, you're like, that's like the equivalent. Like, this guy sniffing fentanyl up his nose is like the equivalent to baking a cake with different ingredients that you don't know.
I'm about to log out, bro. Fuck you, dude.
We were just talking about this, bro. We're just
like-
bro, you give terrible examples.
Like the kids are sitting here like, what are they talking about? And then Jake says that, and they're like, oh, I get it. What kids are watching, bro? I'm just kidding.
Hey, kids, drugs are bad. Cake is good.
It's like that water boy skit after he comes to give a speech, and right after he gets done talking, that kid's like, the coach is like, and that takes me to my next point, kids. Don't do drugs.
That was Lawrence Taylor.
Was that Lawrence Taylor? That's
An
that
Adam
makes
Sandler movie.
sense. That makes sense.
What movie is that? It's an Adam Sandler movie.
It's Waterboy.
Yeah, that's Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Well, since we're on the topic and we seem to talk about movies quite a bit, did anybody watch the Adam Sandler movie they put on Netflix with his kids? It was actually pretty good.
The
Like
What is it?
recently.
the
The
rabbi movie or the
Yeah, the bat mitzvah.
I've not seen
one.
it.
I was actually watching it with my uncle the other night.
It's actually pretty good. It was a cute movie.
Hmm. I didn't finish it, but it looked good.
His two daughters look just like him and his wife. It's crazy.
His wife is
Wait, who
like,
is his wife?
His wife's in it, but she doesn't play his wife in it. She plays a wife of another person, but she's in. Has anyone seen the murder mystery movies?
Mhm. I saw the first one.
She's in the first one, I believe.
she's also in the Wrong Missy. One, you remember
Yeah.
Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Where the lady comes in and she's like, "Who do you want to win, sweetheart?" And he's like, "The gosh dang Jets." That's
Oh
her.
yeah, the
The one
waitress.
behind the bar or whatever, or she's like helping them out with their order.
Yeah, the one who takes their order.
That's her. Oh, I
That's
didn't
really
know.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mhm.
I can
The
envision the lady
goddamn
saying
Jets.
it, but I can't picture her.
Here, I got it, Jake. I'll show you. Let me see.
Oh, I went and saw that Ninja Turtles movie though. That shit was
Uncle
fire.
Paul.
Same.
Super good, dude.
I went and saw it too. It was good. There you go. There she is. Good looking couple right there.
For real.
Have you seen?
What else is she in, bro? She's in like
She
a
has
few
like
movies, huh?
she has like a familiar face. Yeah.
She's in like all of his new movies now, like Hubie Halloween.
I'm picturing like a scary movie.
Oh yeah.
Is she in a horror movie?
I don't know.
I think she's
in a lot
only
of
in.
his.
Yeah, I think she's only in this guy's movies.
That would make
Is
sense.
he? I wonder what his deal with Netflix is. He must have got a check from them.
Oh, dude. I mean, now everything's raising their freaking subscription prices now, bro.
Everything.
Because they're not making any money.
Dude, Netflix, HBO, Pornhub.
Which is
Hulu.
crazy. Like, how can they not be making money?
Because they paid so much money to create all of this original content that sucks ass. That's
But people still have the subscription. So
Mhm.
like,
No, that's why
Right?
that's why they started cracking down on the password sharing too. That's what I'm assuming.
I mean, that would make sense.
I haven't read into it, but I would assume that when COVID and everything happened, streaming numbers were up. They're like, oh shit, like this is going to be the next thing. Let's put all of this money into content, and we're gonna pay all of these actors to film movies for Netflix that are original. And then they fucking sucked. Their shows sucked, and
It's weird. I
got
wonder, like,
canceled.
what is it about like certain movies that are just like just bad? Like you watch a movie and you're like, this is a good movie, and then you watch a movie and you're like, that was fucking horrible.
I think it's got to be a major. There's got to be parts of a major studio that you have that there are benefits to, because you see that a lot where it's major movies will typically perform well, and then you have like the one-offs where they're independent films.
Is it do you think it's more like the editing or more of just like the acting or just
Some-
like the
I-
visual effects in general?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think if the story
Script.
ain't right, yeah, if the story ain't right, don't matter if you got Leonardo DiCaprio in there, bro. Just
I think-
acting his balls off. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, but that's like, for me, when I watched I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie yet, but Air, to me, that movie was so good, but there's nothing really to it. Like, it's a story that everybody already knows. You know how it plays out. It's a movie about a shoe. It's not, it's kind of about Michael Jordan, but it's really about what they had to do to create that shoe and build it into what it is. But dude, the way that they told the story throughout, and then partnered with the acting and stuff is.
Which
But
was,
how do you make something like that good unless you have a good script?
yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
that's kind of anything though.
Yeah.
How do you make a movie about Mark Zuckerberg interesting without a good script?
I mean, that's kind of
Make it
just a crazy
dramatic.
story. That's kind of just a crazy story, though. How do you make Facebook?
Yeah, I was thinking about like those movies that are based off of like people and who created something, right? Nike or something like
Steve
that. But
Jobs.
honestly, dude, I was thinking like The Social Network, dude. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie.
Yeah, that movie's really good. I like that movie. And The Wolf of Wall Street's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's a real, like, based on. I mean, a lot of it's probably not real, but a good majority.
I like that movie too. A lot of people got really mad that movie was made. Like the
Why?
people that actually lost their money from that guy in real life
Really?
were like
Jordan
upset.
Belfort.
Yeah, because they were saying it was like glorifying what he did, which was a crime.
It's the same with them making all them pinche fucking murderer movies with fucking Dahmer and all them
Yeah.
guys, right?
True. Which I honestly don't think they should be making those kind of shows, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's
I
weird
agree.
to me.
A lot of people like it's glorifying what they're doing, right? Like, oh yeah, look at this shit. This shit's cool. Like Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh yeah, freaking this guy's really cool. Freaking banging 16-year-old little boys and drilling holes in their heads.
And then they cast someone that's like super like good looking.
Yeah, look
and it freaking kills it at the role. That's the
Yeah.
other thing, is like they make movies are weird because it's like you develop this attachment to the character, but it's really an attachment to the actor and how good they're doing it. So even if they're doing something that's crazy like Dahmer, you're like, yo, I've seen this guy. Like, that guy started in Never Back Down. Like, that's to me what I see him as, and I'm like, yo, he's evolved into this, and now he's like I don't know how you came from here to that, and the way that you're portraying it is just crazy. So it's like I think like the mastering of the skill is what you kind of admire, and you kind of disassociate everything that the story is telling. I guess that's the way I kind of look at it.
I mean, also look at Zac Efron in that. incredibly despicable and whatever, right? You put like one of the most guapo looking motherfuckers out there and you put him to play Ted Bundy, right? And it's just like, damn, bro, like, fuck. It's just, yeah, it's interesting to kind of see those things, you know?
It-
But
But even like, is every once in a while I'll watch a movie and I see like Leonardo DiCaprio like smoking a cigarette. I'm like, yo, he makes cigarette smoke look so cool. Like, god damn, bro. Like even just little things like that. You know, they're doing it in weird ways. It's just like a weird marketing thing.
I mean, it's crazy how cigarettes are still a thing, to be honest.
Dude,
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
I don't understand it.
Remember when I was smoking cigarettes? That shit was wild, bro.
I
You used
smoked.
to smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, I used to smoke Newports, bro. It was terrible.
That's crazy.
Newports.
I remember like
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
That's
I
like the worst
smell like
one.
ass. I smell like ass. And luckily I have the ability, like the uncanny ability to just cold turkey stuff, so I quit. But if I would have kept that, dude, I probably would hate myself.
I just never understood, like, because no one fucking smokes a cigarette for the first time and they're like, damn, this is nice. Like, I want to keep doing this, you know?
It's got to
Nobody.
be a social thing. It's
So
got to
it's
be
like-
the social aspect of it.
Yeah, it
Isn't
really
it-
is.
Isn't it kind of weird how that works out? Like you do something and you're like, dude, this is disgusting. Like, why would anybody do this? And then you're doing it constantly.
I think that's
My
how
mind comes back to eating ass, bro.
I was excited to do it my first time, and I'm excited to do it my next time. It's all good,
There's no way
Yes.
you were excited.
Not the
though.
topic.
bro. I think
Hold
about
on, hold
that.
on. Were you actually excited? There had to have been a little part of you that was like, yo, I might go down there and get a little bit of chili action.
I mean, I was skeptical. You gotta feel it out first, bro. You can't just dive in.
I guess, yeah, if you've probably been down there before and you've smelled, so like you're like, okay, last time I was down, it was good. We're gonna take a little bit further, probably chill.
Hey, bro. Remember my first time drowned in that pussy, so I swam to her butt. Hey.
No way, bro. No way you're doing it on the first date.
No, bro. We ain't eating every girl's butt. That's disgusting.
Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. All right.
Like that's where the line's drawn.
If
Yeah.
there's anything you've learned from this, fellas, if you're out there eating ass on the first date, don't
Get some help. No,
You might need to go get tested, my man. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's been a very select few. It ain't out here all the time, bro. We ain't. It's very intimate.
Yo, this guy's flustered. Someone get the fluster counter going. Tally
Oh,
one.
dude.
Anyway, Eddie, do you still because we were on the topic of smoking, do you still chew or no?
Like a son of a bitch, bro. It's been really hard to quit. That's why I was
Yeah.
saying, like, I remember the first time I did it, we were freaking working over at the county line. And bro, I was gonna fall face first in that pile I was supposed to be shoveling.
Bro, that's how I felt too the first time I did that shit. Made me lightheaded as fuck.
About your first time,
Dude.
Robert?
We already talked about the first time I chewed.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one time you freaking yacked.
That was it, right? Wasn't that the first time?
No, it wasn't the
Oh,
first
that was a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I puked too.
I think I
Shit,
puked
bro,
like
I
three
have,
different
like-
times chewing.
I have such a like fast metabolism, bro. So like that stuff fucks me up really fast.
Yeah, I couldn't. There was a period living here though where I was doing like I would actually be able to sit at work. It wasn't the actual dip, it was the pouches. Those things kind of hit at times, bro.
Dude, it's weird, man. Like my cousin does the little like Zen things or whatever, and like
Yeah.
I'll be chewing like raw tobacco, but I put one of those in and I'm like, what the fuck?
You've tried one? What do
It's
you
like-
think?
It's like more concentrated, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a
It's like
bunch of caffeine in those.
It's just
It's like
just
an
nicotine.
extract? Is there caffeine in it too?
yeah, a ton. Like
That's
I
That's
think
probably
she-
why, bro.
She gets like the 6 milligram one.
Cause like, you know those drinks that they used to make, was it the alcoholic drinks that had caffeine in them too. Like they had to stop making those because that shit's
Or
a
Loco.
crazy
Or
mix.
Loco. That is crazy.
Weren't a
Like-
bunch of kids just dying off of them? You know, Monster Maid came out with an energy drink that has alcohol.
Really?
Like
It's on the
recently?
shelf, dude. Yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
shelf right now. Go to the gas station and see it.
It's called
Hey.
Beast or something.
Shout out Monster
Jeez.
sponsoring this pod. Because we're fucking monsters. Eat that booty. Ah!
Yeah,
It's like-
it's.
We don't do that.
I feel like it's a bad combo though. Just sugar,
Monsters and eating.
well, just energy drinks and alcohol.
Yeah, bro.
I had a
it's-
guy at the
it's
gym
not good for
say
you.
he's like talking to me about this energy drinks, and he's like, it goes good with tequila. I'm like, an energy drink and tequila?
That's
Be
like
off the
cocaine,
walls,
bro.
dude.
You're wild, man. That sounds like a problem.
I'd be shaking in my boots.
Yeah, those four
Literally.
locos were huge. Those were like what, 40 ounces?
Those are
No,
big
they weren't that
cans.
big.
They're like tall boy cans, weren't they? They're like
Yeah, they were like
Oh,
like
they're 28?
20
20
something,
something.
24, I think.
24.
I think that's the first thing I ever drank, like a one thing of, like a full thing of it, and it actually made me vomit.
Yeah, I
because it
saw-
was so much.
I saw plenty of people vomit from drinking those, bro. And it's like
Dude.
sticky, like red, whatever color it was.
I
like red.
remember,
purple.
dude. There was this one period. I can't remember who I was hanging out with, but we showed up to a party and it was like everyone was drinking those. And everybody was running out throwing up. And I'm like, yo, you guys look like you're having the worst. And I was so stoned. I was like, and someone was like, yo, you want a Four Loco, bro? I'm like, I'm good, man. That does not look fun to me. Those things
Yeah.
were wild.
Anytime someone offered that shit to me, like after the first time I tried it, I was like, no, I don't even want. I'd rather be sober, bro.
I'd rather be fucking dead.
That's how I feel about freaking tequila, bro. Jake, have you ever drank yourself like stupid? Like where you actually got sick?
Good question. Good
Um,
question. Yeah, Jake.
Not that I can think of.
Really?
I normally will cut myself off before it gets too crazy.
What about at
That's
Ponce's
good.
wedding?
That I was fine.
You were?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've seen you like pound those like liquid marijuana drinks at Clydesdale one year, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck this guy's still standing.
What is that?
Yeah, dude,
That
they're-
sounds nice.
I forgot what's in
That's
it.
different though, right?
It's like a mix. I don't do beer, dude. It's just mixed drinks that I do, and then I'll do shots here and there, but I can't remember what was in it. I just like a pineapple type drink. You know, those fruity drinks, dude. I'm all about
Tequila
those.
sunrise.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of those
I like
drinks
tequila
are-
though.
I mango margaritas and Moscow mules, and I'll be set.
All right, ladies. When you
Jake
see
only
this guy
needs
out,
two.
when you see this boy out in the club, make sure you get those drinks for him. This
Be
one
like,
came
let me
from-
buy you a mango margarita.
Someone get the T-Pain going.
Yeah.
I'ma buy you a drink.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
T-Pain
bro.
has way too many bangers, bro. It's kind of crazy.
He does, dude.
If you think about people who have bangers though, like songs that you could turn on and just have on like a gym playlist, it could be features like it'd probably be T-Pain and Future. If you had like their features and then their own individual songs, you could put a crazy playlist together.
I don't really like Future.
Yeah, but
Really?
he's on so many. You're tripping, bro. You don't like anything that's good.
He just the mumble rapping.
You don't like March Madness, You
Bro,
don't
he has-
hear him dissing
he has
Russell on
he
the
has
most
he has a
recent
lot
song?
of good songs, but he has a lot of bad songs too.
He just has a lot of songs. Though.
He has a lot of songs. That's why it's like he just puts out everything.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does a lot. Sound a lot of it sounds.
Sensational.
simple.
I like a lot of his stuff though. I like his collabs with The Weeknd.
Sensational, so good. Dude.
Isn't
The
he like?
Weeknd.
Isn't he also
That's
like
what
kind of
says
like
it,
a
right? That's
square
the dude that
bear
says
though?
it.
Like he's not
Oh.
really about that life.
What
Would he be
life?
talking
Oh, I
about
think
it?
he is, dude. He used to be. I think he used to kick it with what is it? The group from Atlanta.
The
You say-
Falcons.
Nah,
Egos.
I'm
Did
tripping.
you say
I
the
don't know.
Falcons, bro? The group.
The
from-
the dungeon family. Whoever's in that group. He
Never
just
heard of him.
dissed Russell on his newest song too.
Yeah, bro, but he dissed Russell Wilson, the biggest square bear on the planet. Get the fuck out of here.
I know, but that song, like, if you listen to that song is such a banger. Like, I'm running and that song comes on, and I'm like, oh, I have to diss Russell right now because this song goes so hard.
I don't know, man. I think the biggest banger I've listened to in the last like couple years that always gets me like going is that Meek Mill song.
You're gonna say, I knew you were gonna say that. That's typical though. That song's a classic.
What Meek
That
Mill
song-
song?
That's probably the greatest intro
one-
to a rap album of all time, I think, in my opinion.
Or single, like
Like the
Is that
best
the one?
intro
Is that
to
the
a
one where
rap
he's like,
album.
"Y'all thought I was finished"? Is that the one
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yeah, that song gets
Yeah.
me going.
this song is freaking like that song's goated, bro.
That
I'm just saying.
song gets me going. Work by ASAP Ferg. That song put in
Work.
work.
Put 'em
ASAP
in the
Ferg
dirt.
is- yeah.
He
Those
actually
guys
has some
are-
good songs too.
new level. That song
Dude,
hits too.
I like his music.
Yeah, I like ASAP Mob, bro. ASAP Rocky too, bro. That freaking peso song that he made. I remember I was just listening to that so much when I was in Washington.
A$AP
Couple
Rocky.
A, B, C's, bad bitch, double D's, popping E. I don't give a F. Told you I'm a G. Is there a better
Yeah.
line?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
bro. There's not a better line, bro. Like,
He has a joint with dude. ASAP has some joints too. He has a song with Schoolboy Q. I can't remember what it is. Pussy Money Weed's a good one, but it's on the mixtape. I'm drawing blanks right now. I can't think.
Schoolboy Q's dope too, though.
I
You
like
have to-
Schoolboy Q.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah.
oh, there's one.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Schoolboy
of right
Q's
now.
supposed to be dropping a new album here soon.
Is he the one that sings that Man
It's been
of
a
the Year?
while. Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
Man of the Year. It's a
Dude,
good
that
one.
song's super.
But also, he-
Bounce.
for the longest time, I didn't know that the Chromatic song, he took that beat from them. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He samples, dude. You know who samples a lot of stuff that we listen to? Wiz Khalifa. He samples a lot of like alternative, like MGMT and stuff like that.
The
Dude,
Weeknd
that-
did a
Kid Cudi does
Chromatic
too.
song. I think.
Also, that Empire of the Sun band, that
The
that
Walking
Thrill
on a
of It
Dream.
song, Walking on a Dream,
Walking
that's
on
been
a
sampled by like 3 or 4 different rappers.
I think Mac Miller did one of their songs. Is it
He
that
did.
one?
He
Mhm.
did. It's that Kids album.
Yeah.
Do you think
The
that
Spins
sampling
is what you're
is a
thinking.
good or a bad thing?
Dude, I'm just saying that Mac Miller one was really dope. I liked it more than the Wiz Khalifa one.
Oh, the
I think it's
Spins?
good, bro. I think
You
it's
think
good to
it's-
like see what other people can come up with.
Can spin on.
Mhm.
I think it is too. Like Kanye West sampling is dope, but
So
yeah, I think there's like an art to it. I hear some people say that it's just like stealing. I'm like, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
but if you're taking it and then you're making it your own, like
Manipulating
you're
it?
doing something completely different with it, like it's cool.
But yeah, that's the thing too. Like, how many people do you think knew who Empire of the Sun was until that came out, right? And they're like, oh, these guys originally came out with the beat, right? Like the Chromatics, another one. Freaking Schoolboy Q came out with that song. Is it Man of the Year? Yeah, it's Man of the
Mhm.
Year. And then come to find out, I didn't even know about that. Come to find out that, that was a beat that he had used prior from a different artist. I think, in my opinion, I think it's the ultimate form of flattery.
I agree. I agree with that statement too.
Because
Yeah,
they hit him
like,
up. Like,
this
hey,
beat
man,
is so good, man. Let me get on this.
yeah. You guys killed it with that shit.
Or
This
some, but
one-
the
It
issue
could
you
be
have
the-
is some of these old, like some of the older people, like if you sample some of their songs and they don't want it to be like used in that type of way, and they won't approve it,
Yeah.
which is so.
I was
What's
just gonna
strange,
say,
man.
like, what if it's
What's his name? The one that sings the redhead. What's his name?
Never gonna give you up.
No. But he's modern. He's modern. It's what's
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Didn't he just go through
I
some
got you.
shenanigans because one of his songs sounded like
Marvin
like a-
Gaye.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
we
they
I
were
think
trying to-
we talked about it a little bit. That I think he won the lawsuit. He wasn't.
But I mean, I would think that you'd have to, hopefully you talk to somebody about it and they're not super like anal about it, because I could see that going both ways.
That situation is different though. He's not sampling it. They're saying that he
just
is
sounded
creating
costume.
a song that is similar to what Marvin Gaye would like made, and I think that that's weird because there's only so many chords that are available. Like you're gonna have similar structures. You're gonna have like, just think that you own the right to that like
Sound.
progression or structure or forever is just so weird to me. If I don't say the same thing as you, if I do it at a completely different tempo,
It's just like people trying to not, what is it where you try to claim a word? What the fuck is it called?
Copyright.
Copyright. Like LeBron was trying to copyright like Taco Tuesday. Like, are you serious, you motherfucker? That's cultural appropriation.
stop, bro. He was trying to get it and then
No,
give it
it wasn't.
back, you know.
It wasn't him.
He was trying to give
It
the
was-
give
it was
and
Taco
go,
Bell.
bro. He's a team player. He's trying to get the give and go. Give it to me and I'll give it back to you.
Did
No,
you make a
bro,
commercial about
take it
it?
away.
Yeah, there's
know-
a commercial. Is because they were saying, how do you
Because he'd be like, "Oh, it's taco,"
how can
and then they cut
Taco
him
Bell
off.
claim Taco Tuesday or something?
He used to say that all the
Yeah,
time.
shit like
It's
that.
Taco Tuesday. I was like, none of my uncles sound like that. I was motherfuckers just. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Maybe his chef sounds like that though.
I mean, chef ain't Mexican.
His is it?
No shot, bro. I don't know anybody's whose chef is Mexican
Oh,
Why is that?
besides your boy.
who you chefing for?
Yeah.
Whoever stays over, I guess. I
He
don't know.
can't. He can't. He
Lies.
signed an NDA. He can't disclose who it is.
Yeah, we can't
Oh.
discuss that, Jake.
My bad. Sorry to ask those questions online. Did not mean to.
Yeah, but it's I don't know, man. It's hard to find good tacos, bro.
Bro,
Bro, tacos sound good as fuck.
Dude,
Tacos always
Yeah.
sound good.
I don't. Yeah, they're just. I don't know. Like coming over here, I thought I'd find more like tacos that are worth the money, but fuck, dude, it's been tough.
Dude, ain't no tacos worth like $12, $15, bro.
Well, some
What happened
places
to
are
the
charging.
five? What happened?
Yo,
5 tacos, $5. No
There's
tax.
there's a truck down the street from me actually that does tacos, and like they're like it's like $1.50 per taco on Wednesdays. They're actually so good. They're fire.
That's a steal
That's-
right there.
That's really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like Jack in the Box deals.
Chelsea
Two
ordered
tacos
us
for 99
breakfast
cents.
burritos the other day, and it was like for 2 of them, it was like $20. I was like, no shot, we're ordering.
That's
burritos anymore.
crazy, dude.
No
I'd rather just
shot.
make my own, bro. I've never had a breakfast burrito from a restaurant that I've liked.
What?
LJ's?
Come on.
Yeah. I mean LJ's though, but I never ate those because like when I was younger, I was super picky.
True.
So I didn't ever actually have those.
He's trying to later in life.
But
Yeah, you developed.
yeah, bro,
a
I don't know.
taste.
Breakfast burritos just fucking for some reason restaurants just fuck them up.
I
They
found
don't cook the potatoes all the way.
They
They're
definitely do
fucking hard
lately.
still. They put too much
I-
eggs.
I found a breakfast burrito joint out here in Idaho Falls that is like they're not LJ's good, but they're pretty good. So I've been kind of stoked on that, but it's just weird, dude. Like growing up in Aberdeen, fucking, I've never had a better breakfast burrito anywhere on the planet but LJ's.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't had anything better than what we had back at home for sure.
Jake, can you think of something? Can you attest to that or no?
He's never been anywhere.
Well, obviously, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dude. The
God is
LJ's is pretty. LJ's is pretty good.
LJ's
I mean,
good.
it's.
LJ's.
I don't know, dude. I'm not like super like. I don't think that there's any like. I don't think there's a food out there that I'm like super passionate about. Like, I think that they're good, but like, I'd be fine going to fucking Taco Bell and getting a breakfast burrito, dude. Like,
What? That blows me away. If you could eat one meal, you're about to die. You got testicular cancer that's coming.
Chicken and rice.
I was about to say chicken, bro.
Some good old
Like,
chicken.
No, I mean like it's your last meal. What are you eating?
And chicken and rice, bro.
What?
It'll be
Yo,
fine.
chicken and rice with some
Cholula or something on it.
tikka masala sauce.
Mm.
I like Indian food, bro.
What about you, bro? What about
Indian
you,
food
Eddie?
slaps.
What's your final meal? Before I pull the plug.
Final meal, probably In-N-Out, bro.
In and out?
Okay.
Really?
Mason was thrown off by
I'll pick.
that, bro.
I'll pick my. I'll pick my.
I'm
chicken and rice
shocked.
over that, dude. No
There's no way you said In and Out.
Dude, every time I go to Salt Lake City or Crown Burger, but like
For your last meal?
or dim sum, probably dim sum.
Bro.
Actually,
Korean food is so good.
yeah, probably dim sum. Some humbaos, bro. Some shumais. Fuck.
What's the white breaded ones that have like meat on the inside?
The steamed or
Yeah. The steamed ones.
they're just steamed.
It's like a
humbao.
bun. It's
Steamed
like
meat buns.
what are they called?
I don't know.
Humbao.
Oh, compound.
Humbao.
Bow.
Sounds dirty.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yo,
like
let me get
something-
some of that humbao.
Sounds like something definitely want to eat.
You go
What
to
that
the place and you're
shumai
like,
do.
you go to it and you're like, yo, Kiro, humbao.
What? You just blended languages right there.
Exactly. Dude.
Could you imagine, bro? Like, how shocked would they be? Like, because in Seattle, like when you go, it's very specific, right? So I took this guy and Zeke one time, and we're probably the only Mexicans in there, right? And could you imagine like actual just real paisas going in there, like, yeah, yo quiero el pinche humbao. And they're probably just like, what the fuck is this like going on right now? You know what I mean?
But wouldn't it be the equivalent? Like our language is different than their language too, so they probably already be thinking that.
Well, it's
Like
different
English?
because they came here, well, so did the Mexicans, right? But then it's just like
You have it.
combination,
Yeah, like two
right?
dialects that you
Cultural
know.
overload.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
you know, they're probably thinking like this is fucking crazy.
Like, this is not even English. This is another level.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is not even where we came from or came to.
Like, all
Yeah,
this
they
shows
were.
us-
That's what they were
Yeah,
expecting when they
talk to
came
this guy
here.
in Spanish.
You know, and it's I don't know, like thinking about it, that's kind of cool to think about though. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
To just like envision them like a different culture going to like a really completely different culture as well, and just ordering the food but very appropriately, like very like not elegantly but at least in a broken way where they can still understand, like broken English,
No.
like quiero el pinche humbao, me das el shumai, gracias.
I still don't even know what you said, bro.
Yeah, they're just food. They're just little things that they're different like types of food that they bring in on these little carts. Then you ask what you want, and then they put the food on the table, and then you just open up the lids, or they open up for you, and like they have like spare ribs and like steam buns and
You explaining
all
dim
sorts of
sum to
food.
me right now?
Yeah, super good.
I went to dim sum with
Yep.
you.
You did?
Yes, Chelsea and I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
What an idiot,
Yeah,
dude.
I forgot she went.
There's no shot right now.
Robert just let you have your moment, dude. He could have interrupted you like 10 minutes ago. He's like, I'll just
I
let
just
this guy
wanted to
say it."
embarrass himself, and then I would just drop the hammer right at the end.
Yeah, you've been
I
dropping
guess
the
it
hammer a
was
lot
good-
tonight, dude. Damn.
Yeah. Pinche
Like
hater, bro.
Thor.
Like,
I
what?
will spite you.
More like Bob the Builder.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Whatever happened to him?
I think they canceled him, bro.
He got a bad Yelp review.
Building too many bad houses.
Never finishing projects on time because he was making songs.
He was too busy
Talking
making the
to his
next episode,
talking
dude.
to his supplies.
Yeah, bro. He was too cracked out talking to his trucks.
Dude, he was too busy
His
talking to
tools.
his tools.
Oh yeah, handyman, he's pinche $2.
Can you say map?
Oh,
That's a
Maps.
different show, dude,
I know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
it's Dora.
Bob the Builder just disappeared though. That's
Did you
what
ever watch?
that's what I was gonna say though. While we were gone, wasn't that when Pee Wee Herman passed away?
He
That
just
happened
think
passed.
in
we-
between our break.
I think we talked about that actually
I think we did.
on the last
And
podcast.
that happened before. Okay, so that happened before the break.
It's really sad. It's super sad, actually.
Take a day, mental health day.
I didn't realize those were a thing until I started working here. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, did you take one so
How
you
does-
could
how does that make you feel?
so you could absorb the information?
I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, like I don't really, mind over matter.
You don't think
My
you don't think
mind on
mental
my
health is a
money.
problem, Eddie? Is that what
Definitely
you're saying to me?
is. Definitely is. I'm just blessed that I'm in a good mindset.
Are you trying to tell me that people should just push through, quit whining?
I've been blessed with a good mindset. bitch.
Try to trick him. Speaking of good mindset, did you see that guy that escaped from that prison in Pennsylvania? They just captured him.
What? No.
He
Gangster.
like climbed over the walls. He's been hiding out in the same county for like 2 weeks. Apparently they tracked him from like heat from temperature because there was like a storm or something. So they used thermal tracking and found him.
How did they find him 2 weeks later?
He
He
was
left
just
a heat signature 2 weeks later. Or he was like
No.
hiding in the bushes or something.
it was like in the bushes. I think
Oh, okay.
they had a general idea of where he was at because he had been spotted in certain areas, so they were pros.
I was like, I was picturing him like hiding out in a house, like in a town with some people he knew or something. It was like, how did they find it?
He left off.
That's
No,
crazy.
the way that he climbed out of the prison, he did like the hands against the wall and the feet.
No.
He just escaped the barbed wire and gone. Crazy.
I think when he went back, they like. You think obviously they add to your term, right?
Yeah, I mean, depending on
Maybe he
the
already had
state
a
that
life
you're
sentence.
state that you're being charged in. I think he was in there because he murdered his girlfriend. So possibly already in there for death penalty, depending on, I guess Pennsylvania probably doesn't.
But he's away for a long time, sounds like.
We're gonna give you, instead of 150 years, we're gonna give you 250 years. Ah, okay. You know
That's
what I would
crazy, though.
do? I would, if you're working on like some type of solution to help people with aging, they should just test that on people that are in prison and just let them live forever in prison. Wouldn't that be a terrible punishment?
Like
feel like it's
immortal
inhumane.
life.
Just continuously like letting them live in prison, serve out their full sentence as you're testing this
That would
product.
suck, bro.
Yeah, that would suck.
Would they be able to die from like getting stabbed or something?
No, they'll just turn them into dead, no skill stat. Wait, does
They sound
Deadpool die
like
with
zombies.
age?
What?
Does Deadpool age?
Yeah. Does he age? We're off topic.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know Deadpool like that.
Yeah, I would think they all age, right? Unless they're like celestial.
I mean, Logan did.
Yeah, he got old as fuck.
Oh yeah, age is definitely. I mean, age still gets them, I guess.
You can't beat Father Time, bro.
I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's a way out for everybody.
Are we gonna talk about those aliens that they unveiled in Mexico?
Bro, those are
Mexico's full of aliens, bro.
We already covered this.
No. I sent it to you. Did you guys look at
saw-
those?
I
I
watched it.
saw them.
It's,
Yeah, they look like statues.
like sand,
Yeah, they're 1,000 years old.
sand
They
sculptures.
dug them up in Peru.
How do we know
They
they're
brought him
not
to
just like?
Mexico.
It was a hoax, bro. There's no way it's real.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, dude.
Here's articles.
Those things were
like,
hideous.
I need
On
I need one to,
Reuters.
I need to see one walk in front of me. I'm standing by that, dude.
Dude, if an alien walked right in front of you,
We already
and took
talked
a
about
shit,
this. I already told you.
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
just
like-
don't think you'd be able to comprehend.
I'm like, you better clean that shit up.
You can shut
B.
the fuck up, dude. You're
because they're all slimy.
Hey, you pack it in, you pack it out, Buster.
What are you over here? This alien back here taking a shit.
But
I
the
won't
thing
tell
is,
nobody
like,
else.
they're like unveiling all of this information, and people still don't really care about it. Like, so maybe people are ready for it. Maybe they're just kind of like willing to accept it.
Isn't it? I got a theory. I think all this social media and pornography and everything else that people do is just desensitizing people to everything that's going on around them, besides their political agendas and identities, and nothing else matters.
So you think even if aliens
a
came, that they
distraction.
wouldn't care?
Yeah, I feel like
You're
a good amount
backtracking
of
on your
people-
statement, is what you're saying.
No. How?
You're in your words, you're saying that people would only care if aliens existed if they hated that their political party. Like if the aliens
No.
came down and said, "You liberals," they'd be like,
I
"You
don't.
aliens."
I have no idea out of what did I say? Where did you come up with that idea?
You said that everybody is desensitized
Mhm.
to everything except their political agenda.
And how they feel about, yeah.
So they
things like that.
don't
But
care about anything outside of that. So they wouldn't care about it.
obviously, that's not a majority of the people. What I'm saying is, right?
Is it kind of like if it's not happening to you directly, then
Yeah, if it's not directly affecting you,
So,
I don't think people give a shit.
even though they can announce like these aliens on whatever news, unless it's happening to a person directly witnessing it, I doubt that they'll actually take it to heart.
That's like what we talked about.
But that's what I'm saying is they would still be able to comprehend it.
I'm not
You're
saying
saying
that
they
won't.
wouldn't be able to comprehend it. You're saying that if an aliens existed, that it would affect them.
I'm asking Jake. I'm asking Jake.
I already
If an
told you.
alien took a shit right in front of you, no way you can comprehend that. Was what I'm saying. I
I'd
don't
be
think a
more
lot of
shocked at
people
the
would be
fact that he
able
was
to.
taking his shit than it
Yeah,
was an
that
alien.
would be
bro.
more like
I'd be like,
I couldn't
"You're like
comprehend that
me.
if anybody did
I'd
that.
be like,
Why would you do
what
We
am
have
I
that?
something in
watching?
common."
You wouldn't ask yourself that if that was just a normal person?
My brother from another mother.
A normal person. It's an
Yeah.
alien. What?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's an alien. Like the
Like,
fact that someone's just taking a dump
Would you
in
be
front
able
of
to
you is weird.
comprehend a normal person taking a shit in front of you?
Yeah.
Bro, I lived in Seattle, bro. You'd see it all the time.
Really? That's crazy.
Bro.
You're
Eddie-
desensitized to things, not us.
Eddie's walking out back to throw out the trash, and some dude's just popping a squat, dude.
Bro. Yeah, it got pretty gnarly out there. But like my point is, right, is that I think a lot of people wouldn't really be all that like if they're like aliens, here today. I think a lot of people wouldn't be all that.
You
freaked
think
out about it.
if it
They'd be like-
was revealed that were created by them as studies,
Like as an
people
experiment?
would be able to comprehend that.
No, because they'd probably be like,
Everyone that believes in religion would be like in an uproar.
Yeah.
but
You
even
think so?
then, even then, if they told you like we made you, Robert Sanchez, as an experiment, like is that going to really change how you feel about your family, your life, what you're doing? It's like, all right, well, I hope,
I'd say thanks.
yeah,
Appreciate
right.
it.
I'd just be like, why am I here?
But then if they're like, we
Jake would say
created
no.
everything that is around you and they're all NPCs and you're the only person that's still. Ooh. That's a
Like the
movie
Truman Show.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he wasn't
no,
created by aliens.
no, but still, It's a similar concept. Just get rid of the alien part.
Because then what does that make you?
An
That's
alien.
that's kind of related to what I was messaging you guys about the other day. It was about spies. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
concept
I
of
saw that.
spies
I think I was
is
asleep.
kind of crazy because either one of us could be a spy and none of us would know about it.
Like we have a trigger word or something, and then we're just like, we just know we're spies, or like we just don't know we're spies.
What?
You said something about us being spies, right?
No, a spy would like.
Not like a
What?
brainwash spy, just a regular spy.
Yeah. What are you thinking
What
about?
do you
Like
mean a spy? Could you elaborate then?
just a spy.
spy.
Like the fact that there are actually like there's an like we're watching Meet the Parents,
Oh,
and he's a spy, but
okay.
like real life spies, Jake. I'm not talking about a Marvel movie.
I wasn't talking about Marvel movie either.
You're talking about a brainwashed spy.
It's talking about Salt.
No, like how they recruit. Like I was talking about how the one guy that's going around on the podcast that used to work for he says he used to work for the CIA. But if you're going around speaking like kind of like revealing certain things about what it is that you did, I feel like you should still work there. They're only allowing you to go out and say those, right? But then also,
I mean, if
who's
they
gonna
didn't
know?
want him to say those things, then he'd be in a ditch.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's no way that information get out.
So maybe that
What's his name?
information is just
Bustamante.
it's irrelevant to whatever. Like they just don't care about that information, so they'll just let it go.
How many people do you actually think disappear? Like actually end up in ditches?
Like in general, or just
Like in general, like
like
things happen.
like anybody, like accidents, or just like
Not
people that get
accidents.
murdered.
I mean accidents.
How many people get whacked?
Yeah,
Bro,
because of
I don't know. I feel
information that
like
they know.
Oh, I'd imagine
it's got to be common.
now.
It's got to be more common than you would think.
There's a funny clip you should watch. I think I might have sent it to one of you. It's this dude does a podcast and he had someone on who was close to the Clinton family, and he asked him about this list of people who've like been killed that are all tied to the Clinton. And the guy got so mad. He's just like, "You don't think people die?" And he's just like, "Yeah, of course people die, but it's weird that there's just a list of people that are all connected to this family have died in extremely like weird ways early on in their life."
And then that man was never heard from again.
But but that was another thing he asked him, and he's like, why are you still around? Like, is there information you have that they keep you around, or you come around and defend them? Like, I don't know. A spy, like just the idea of spies is crazy. Like, one of you guys could have been recruited to be a spy, and I wouldn't know about it. Or you guys would all be spies, tracking me because I'm onto something. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've never heard of a Mexican spy in my life, besides like maybe Spy Kids.
Why would you?
Uncle.
Stop. No way. There's no way that you just said that right now.
I'm not your uncle.
There's no way that that's the route you went right there. That's
Bro,
crazy.
why are we spying on countries?
But the craziest thing is there's a profession that exists
Do you
where
think
you're
you
an
could be
actual
a spy?
and you have an office. Like the guy that's going around on the podcast. I could definitely be a spy. You guys probably.
But like, if
already
you
do
were
it, right?
behind enemy lines, bro, and they were interrogating you, or do you think you would be able to keep your cool?
Nothing on me. Just kill me now because you're not getting it. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, whatever.
You might
bro.
as well save all of the strength and stuff that you're gonna take out on me because you're not getting word out of me.
They're over there. Bring out the Flugenheimer.
Oh, Hydra. Bring out the
And
food.
Robert's like, no, or Robert's like, finally.
I
No,
feel
but-
like if you're in that position, you have to keep a cyanide capsule, you know, like in your teeth at all times.
I bet they probably
Yeah.
have something
This is
like
why I
that.
got captured.
But
This is where I parked my car.
listen to this. Okay, so like I'm thinking about, because this guy's going around on podcast talking about stuff that he does at CIA. He met his wife at the job, and they're going on missions together. And like to me, that's so weird. It's like, and there's another thing that they're talking about, like this the CIA, there's a report that just came out that like the people at the CIA that had they had beliefs that COVID started at the lab, and they were compensated or awarded some type of financial reward for going with them saying that it came from natural causes. Like something just came out about that. And they're like, it could be real, it could be like internal office stuff, and there's beef, someone got a promotion. I'm like, that's crazy that there's like a whole business of spies where people are in the office and they have beefs, and they might come out and say some crazy stuff because they don't get along with someone in the office. Like that's just so strange to me.
That is
Well,
weird.
weren't like hospitals making like buku bucks from like each COVID death that they were reporting or something?
That's not what we're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's
But yeah.
always shit. There's
But
always
yeah.
shit like going on with. I mean, to kill like all the people that died from COVID just for a promotion, that's fucking.
What are you talking about?
Well,
what are we talking about right now?
Well, when you were talking about like internal promotion, right? And I'm just thinking like COVID.
No, it's just them going with the statement that it's because the CIA, they all these what is it? Intelligence community. They're all
Statement true or false?
what?
A statement.
Well, it's a CIA whistleblower, so it's their claim.
Oh, they
that-
just like their job is just to go with the flow type thing.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. That 6 out of the 7 people agreed with low confidence that it came from the lab, and then the one who apparently is like a manager said that they wanted to with low confidence that it came from natural causes, but that they were like, I don't know if it was compensated. I think the terms are pretty vague, but it's just weird that it could come down to like if someone got promoted and you're upset
They
about
could
it,
literally
that you
just
came
say
out and
whatever.
said that.
But also to just say we'll compensate you to keep this epidemic under wraps. Like
Crazy.
what you're just gonna get like, well, yeah, for Christmas I got an iPad and 2 freaking, earbuds.
You
Yeah,
can't
like
beat 'em,
what
join 'em.
kind of reward did they
That's
get
it.
for saying
That's all
that?
you get, bro.
Yeah, bro.
There's no
fucking
way.
You get a paddle board.
What are you demanding?
You get your
that's
life,
the real
bro.
question.
If you don't keep it under wraps, you die.
Yeah, regardless,
Those are-
right?
I was
those are
gonna say-
real stipulations.
They're over
It's
here
like
like
financial
hey,
gain, dude. Maybe
See,
like
okay,
maybe your
so maybe
spouse
we're
or like your kid like want to get into a private school, or maybe you have to pay for treatment of some sort. Like, hey, if you do this, we'll take care of your family.
but maybe we're poking holes in it because you're right. Like, if they don't agree with it, they just whack them, right? So why
Yeah, 'cause
compensate them?
You
I
would think.
guess
Like, just
Then
agree.
maybe they
Feel
just
better?
give them the option. Like, if you go along with this, we'll pay you.
We'll
If
take
you
care of
don't,
you.
yeah, we'll take care of you. And then
You don't.
if they don't, they don't
you're
tell him they're gonna kill
terminated.
him. They don't tell him they're gonna kill him. But they're like, we'll be deeply disappointed.
We're gonna have
And
to
you're fucking dead.
terminate you.
To
Dude,
put it lightly,
imagine-
huh? We're deeply
that could go.
disappointed.
That could
We're
go both
disappointed in the
ways.
direction that you've
Yeah.
decided to go with here. So
You can go with it and we'll take care of you, and you can not go with it and we'll take care of you.
Do you think you could work for an organization that's like that? Like
Fuck no.
you're probably going to learn something that you shouldn't at some point, and it's like, okay, if I come forward, my life from here on out is just
I mean, I think it would be cool to like I think it would be cool to have that knowledge of like what is actually happening, you know, like the behind the scenes knowledge.
I
But
think
like being able to have that and then not being able to share it with anybody, I think that would be hard.
Yeah, but do you know how many like? How do you not? You're just driving with your buddy and you're like, bro,
Yeah, but
you
think
wanna know
like
something
if you
fucked up?
share it, that's your life. They're
But then
coming
you
for
have to
you.
worry about like every single person that's around you
Mhm.
that comes into your life. Like, you know how paranoid you would become if you found out something that was crazy. You have
It's almost
you
not
have Amazon package dropped off. You have to worry about that thing.
Yeah, but also like, do you really want that? Because you can get compensated and they can tell you like you have like the top level clearance, right? So you get to know a bunch of shit that a lot of people don't get to know, but that comes with a lot of repercussions and potentially ones that is the last one you'll get, right? Then you got the paranoia, the worried about your
I already get
family.
paranoid, bro.
Well, I'm
And
just
all I
saying
do
the
is decorate cakes.
Mason's the spy,
True.
bro.
Does anybody else ever just have like random bouts of paranoia where you're like, yo, something's coming after me? Like today, for whatever reason, today, like if I like something's coming after me. No? All right.
Sometimes when I'm walking, because like I go on walks every day, bro, and I'll be walking down the street and I'll be like, I'll just like look around, bro, and like sometimes just shit seems weird. Like I'll look around and be like, where the fuck is everybody? Or like,
Yeah, when it's really quiet.
yeah. Or like, are these actual? Do people actually live in these houses?
No.
Oh, like the interview, bro. Are these houses real? And then you go and try to open the door, and they're just like cardboard cutouts of
Yeah.
like.
That would be a
Uh,
trip.
Like, am I being set up somehow? Fucking walking around. Someone's gonna fucking jump me.
That's interesting. I never think that way. The only way I ever get paranoid is like when I was in the city and it was late at night and the ratchets are out. Then you're kind of like, oh fuck. Park my car 2 blocks down.
You never get worried. You never get worried when you're in the shower that when you have to close your eyes to wash the shampoo out of your hair and you open them, there's just gonna be someone standing there in the shower thing, bro.
I mean, what the fuck? I guess I hope it's quick. I don't know what else.
You know,
I
that's
don't know what else.
you don't ever.
You know?
I guess you're an NPC, bro. I think we've already determined that. You don't think about it.
No, I don't. I'm not an
Eddie gives
NPC.
in.
What about like
It's
when
in
you
the
turn
shower. Shampoo. This is how I do it. This is how I do it.
I wash my ass, bro. What are you talking about?
He only knows how to do things that he's learned. He doesn't know how to do things that are authentic.
I don't know. I feel like washing your genitals is pretty authentic. Jake, what were you about to say? Ignore this guy.
No, I was gonna say like when you turn off all the lights and you're gonna run upstairs, dude, you don't feel like someone's just gonna grab your ankle.
No.
That's a
I
good
think
one.
okay. The only time I get paranoid is when I'm swimming in a body.
Bro.
pool.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
the
like
one.
water either sometimes, bro. Especially
Except
like murky water that has like
Mhm.
seaweed in it, bro. That shit brushes your toes.
Like you remember in American Falls when we would be riding on the tubes and then you get knocked off and the boat has to come around? I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, hurry
And
the
then
fuck up before
You're
something
just
eats my
thinking back.
ass.
You're just thinking
Yeah.
about Jaws, huh? And you're like, dude, I'm about to get my leg eaten right now.
To be fair, there's nothing that can really like that's crazy there. I don't think.
But you don't know. How do you know?
Yeah.
That's
Because
the
you
point.
can
You can't
reach,
see
you
it.
can get to the bottom of that
Have you been there?
point. I mean, there's a
It should
period where it
fuck up.
goes all the way down, like you could actually walk across it. I remember taking a field trip there.
Yeah, but I mean, even in the middle of the lake, you're still not going to be
Yeah,
able to
but
touch
like there's like at the middle, there's just this giant hole that leads to the center of the earth
it.
in American Falls. No shot.
Hey, man. Prove me wrong.
All right.
Hey, it was
I'm gonna
it
get my
was
scuba gear.
Lake Bonneville at some point.
Scuba diving just doesn't sound like a thing that I would want to do. I'm gonna be trapped down below the surface and I have to rely on this gas can in my back, oxygen tank in my back to.
I mean, it would be cool until something goes wrong. And then you're
That's
fucked.
it. That's everything.
That's
bro.
everything, bro.
Sex is cool until something goes wrong.
I mean, but how wrong could things go in that
They could go
situation?
wrong.
I mean, we were just talking about Jeffrey
Eddie's speaking
Dahmer.
from experience. Oh yeah, true.
All those guys are like, yeah, this is gonna be great. This guy is so nice, and next thing they know, they're doing a sandwich.
Ugh.
You're on a silver platter.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. What have we learned from this? Everything is good.
Stay around people.
Everything is good until it goes wrong.
Tell us the temptation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
all right. We're ending it there. I gotta go eat some food.
Gonna
Nice
turn my AC
recovery
on, bro.
episode.
That was a good episode.
Good recovery episode. Hey, people, remember what we said. Don't hit the subscribe button. Don't hit the like button. Don't hit the notification bell. All right. We don't want you to do that. But if you want to.
If you accidentally do it, it'll be okay.
Yeah. If you
forgive
accidentally
you.
do it, don't accidentally undo it because you didn't. Just leave it
Yeah.
like. We appreciate it. We're out. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.